Hello, everyone, and welcome to First Attack 2017 here from San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm Loquan,
And I'm Yoma.
and together we'll be bringing you the Smash 4 Top 8 for this tournament.
It's an incredibly great tournament so far. Everybody has had a lot of great performances in this event. Like right now we have 420 Peachy against ExoZero. 420 Peachy has had very clutch sets to get to where he's come.
Seems we're going straight into it, and of course, speaking about 420 Peachy, he got here from a very, very clutch set with 316, I believe.
Yes.
Basically taking the stock away with the up B, the final hit of the up B.
Yeah, he had full rage. Last stock for 316, hit him at 0% and got the up B reversal and got killed him at 10%.
Of course, and then of course XL0 here. In losers as well, he lost to Eking earlier in top 16, and he's been playing Bayonetta. He switched from Peach early on, right? Because he was playing Peach and Bayonetta came out, and he kind of found his calling in this game.
Yeah, in the first year of Smash 4, he was definitely more of a Peach main, but then he decided to go with Bayonetta, something that he can play, be more creative, more aggressive as well.
Exactly, and of course, here we see 420 Peachy. He's going to be trying to use these float cancels to try and space out Bayonetta so that he can punish that. Of course, XL0 is not going to let him do that, right? He's going to be trying to get those combos going from Bayonetta, try to get in his face and keep the pressure going.
A lot of people are usually very afraid of Bayonetta's hitboxes, but 420 Peachy is very comfortable playing his own game. He's not afraid of what Bayonetta can do, but he still has to be wary of Bayonetta's good options of getting off you.
Of course, and here XL0, of course, he kind of lost his first stock a little bit earlier on, as we saw. What do we want to see from him to try and take this back into his favor?
Now the fact that he has, he has to abuse his witch time. Oh, he missed.
This is something that he has been doing since yesterday. He has been, when he gets his witch time, he has been having a lot of difficulty closing out the stock from it. He's either missing with those smash attacks or not really getting the follow-up.
ExoZero is more notably known as a melee player, so he probably practices more time melee over Smash 4. But, I think Peachy probably stopped DIing because he thought, I'm safe, and the fourth throw is going to take that stock.
Of course, force throw, a very strong move from Bayonetta, especially from the ledge. You can take out your stock if you're not careful enough, as you saw.
Oh, now we see they were both being slugging each other in the first stock, but now they're kind of being a bit more passive, trying to bait each other. Oh, and they're just taking these small instances and having these small encounters here and there.
Of course, that's pretty much a very traditional punish that we saw. 420 Peachy tried to go fair on Bayonetta's shield, and of course, power shield, you can punish from that. However, that's what XL0 is mainly looking for Peach, because if Peach commits to an option, especially on shield, it's going to be very punishable.
Oh, you try to go for, if you try to just itch a little bit forward, that up smash has a ridiculous hitbox. So had ExoZero inched a little bit forward, he definitely would have lost that stock.
Of course, and here we see pretty much XL0 controlling the stage throughout this last stock. So let's see what 420 Peachy can do.
It's very important that Bayonettas have a good ledge trap game, doing a pivot grabs, making sure they're always out of the stage. But oh no, regrab.
Is that the stage spike and okay,
yeah.
He's gonna seal it with the back air.
Yeah, he trumped him, forced the regrab situation and did a falling nair that got a stage spike. It was really tough for 420 Peachy to come back because he had no jump, because he got hit by the nair, and because the parasol has a slow recovery coming from horizontally. That backer was just,
yeah, as long as
assured. It was, of course, guaranteed.
As long as that OB, after the OB hitbox came out, Bayonetta just had smooth sailing from there. Just be patient, get that backer, and seal the game.
It was a very good game, a close game. It shows that 420 Peachy is not afraid to slug it out with XL0, a very notable top player in Puerto Rico. Immediately, a bomb.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Peach is down B. Since Melee, she's been able to pluck tournaments from the ground, right? From those tournaments, you can also get specific items, right? You can get a Mr. Saturn, you can get a Bomb, you can get a Beam Sword, and of course, you have the other tournament variations. It's kind of rare to see some of the other items. So seeing a Bomb particularly was particular.
We saw 420 Peachy try to smash the eye out of that, but if a good Bayonetta will definitely be able to follow that smash the eye. XL0 capitalizing and getting that ladder combo and taking that stock really early.
Exactly, and this is loser side. We'll be seeing best 2 out of 3 sets until winners and losers finals. So it's going to be a little bit difficult here for 420 Peachy, but as we saw in the first game, he can keep it really close and come back.
420 Peachy has had a history of being very nervous in tournaments, and this has been one of the best performances he has because he's been trying really hard to work on his nerves, and he's trying to be as clutch as possible by taking that fair.
Exactly, and just like that, it's just, you know, pretty much back to even here. Not a lot of percent hit still on 420 Peachy. And, you know, as you were saying, nerves is something that you also have to train, right? It's not just technical skill. You have to find a way how you can remain calm. And because when those situations, especially when you need those punishes, if you're nervous, you can miss those and potentially lose a game.
Yeah, 420 Peachy is definitely a lab monster. He knows his follow-ups, he knows the bread and butters. But just as long as he doesn't hesitate, he'll probably will be able to tie up this set. And he has to be careful. There's a lot of things you have to be wary when you're fighting Bayonetta. There's so many things. Oh, he
Stitch face on deck.
Oh,
no! Oh, that's it. That's it. That's a game.
Wow. He probably hit him the instant he jumped.
Yeah, basically. But XL0 actually saw it because I don't know if you saw, he kind of hesitated on when to use the jump because he was expecting maybe a quicker throw from Peachy because he kind of delayed it a little bit.
You got to recall, he's a melee player. When you throw a turnip down, it's definitely faster than what it is in Smash 4.
That's true. That's true.
So it's probably like, oh, it's going really slow. It's not as what I'm used to because he just won a Melee Grand Finals.
And he also uses Peach.
And he uses Peach. So he probably played with his sense of timing of how he should go avoid that turnip, and it cost him the stock. Now we're tied 1-1.
Of course, we're going to be seeing Battlefield here for Game 3. As you can see, the platform layout. It can heavily benefit Bayonetta. You know, it usually is counter too against this character.
There's a lot of things that Bayonetta can do to mix up the way she enters the stages. She can do the afterburner kick downward, angled, and she just hits the platform, and she definitely can mix up by overshooting a little bit and just gets center of stage.
Exactly, and the platforms also benefit her for those combos as we saw in Game 2, that she can get potentially 0 to deaths, but mainly those are strings that it can just kill you from the top.
Another thing that also is really tough is that Peach doesn't really have a lot of combos going upwards. These platforms, she may be able to follow up for following up the landings, but not a lot of combos or follow-ups because the platforms are in the way.
Exactly. Oh, another Stitch face.
That is reminiscent of all Peach face. 420 Peach is not a stranger to getting a lot of lucky items, like the Bomb earlier and another Stitch face. 2 Stitch faces so far, and I'm pretty sure we might see a Mr. Saturn.
Of course, and now Bayonetta with stage control. He's pretty much slowly coming back. You know, there's not a lot of...
Interesting. I would have thought XL0 would have just rolled away, but instead he does a regular get-up attack and gets thrown out of the stage. Not much happened, but definitely could have been worse.
Yeah, of course, both players trying to keep it as patient as possible because they know that any false move, it's going to put you into a potentially precarious situation.
420 Peach is being very patient. He's taking good positions. He's waiting for XL0 to do a commitment.
Good mash out though.
Yeah,
if he got that forward throw, that was going to be the stock.
Oh, falling back here, definitely going to take that stock. And I come in, I just do it.
No, man. No. You took my stock, let's reset this.
I am enjoying a lot of this. This being the first set for this top 8 is going to really set the mood. These guys are not holding back.
Oh, yeah. Basically, these players, they already know each other well. Like, those 2 games were more than enough. There's no need to be that patient. Let's go straight into it and finish this set.
Here we go. Smash DI. He decides not to follow. He just instead takes a guaranteed back there instead of trying to go overcommit with another pillar up B.
Yeah, exactly. This is a very good notice from very good Bayonetta players that they know when the smash GI of their opponent is working into their favor.
Oh, an up B. Nice. Yeah, Peaches, you can definitely mix up where you're going to land with the parasol because you can close it and open it whenever you want. So very good mix-up from 420 Peaches to come back. Oh, that could have killed, but it's stale. That's why he survived.
Oh, but now it's very difficult. I believe he used his jump, so he's...
Oh!
Exactly, he had used his jump, so his only option was to a B. The only thing that XL0 needed to watch out for was when will he use that up B, and then react accordingly.
Yeah, it's incredibly tough because, Peach has quite a few tools to come back, make a recovery. She has the float, she has the good that floaty jump, and the side B, her Peach Bomber. but he tried to use all of them. But the active hitboxes, the active frames of Bayonetta's falling there can cover so many options.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, back air, you're just watching exactly what your opponent is doing. Even a side B can potentially mean your death,
Yeah, definitely. Falling, and 420 Peachy was probably concerned, will it be a falling down air, will it be a back air, and there's so many options that Bayonetta could have put there that he has to be considering every single one of them.
Yeah, of course. And that being said, we're going to be heading into our next top 8 match. I believe it's Mini heading up to the stage. Mini, one of those players that through every first attack, he's been doing better.
Yes.
Right? And this time around, making top 8, he's a Diddy Luigi player. Usually Luigi is kept as more as a counter pick, or if he already knows his opponent's character beforehand, right?
Right.
And, his Diddy's being quite scary, I'm going to say. He can keep that pressure going, and, he's not going to let those down tilt up smash links fall,
Yeah, Mini is known as, he wants to be, when he's using Diddy Kong, he tries to be as stylish as possible. And he goes for very early options. You've seen how Zero does when he gets a grab at the ledge, he tries to go for a down air from the down throw. He loves going for that option. He also loves going for spikes, a lot of spikes. But another thing that we have to consider is that he's playing with one of the top 3 players of Puerto Rico.
That being said, that's E.T. Zeon. I believe he's number 1 right now on the PR.
I don't know if it's either Eking or Zeon, but
basically
he's top 2.
Both of them are the same crew, and they're back and forth. It's either 1 or 2 between these 2 players. He plays Yoshi. He's also been playing Diddy Kong a lot.
Yeah.
But he has a breadth of characters.
Yeah, he has a plethora of characters. You have King DDD. He has a Sheik. He has Bowser. He has Eking. He loves to play this game, and he shows because he likes to be creative with all the other characters. Takes them out in a game to test if that character is viable for that certain matchup.
Exactly. But as we usually see, he goes to his tried and true Yoshi, particularly looking for any possible way of getting you with fair. Watching his top 16 matches yesterday, it's I'm not going to finish you off unless it's with a fair. I don't want to use a smash. I don't want to do anything of that.
Fair is just a good option.
Of course.
It's such, the way it extends over, because basically Yoshi is mutating himself into a long nose that is hitting you downward, and it's such a good aggressive option. He loves to rush down. Zeon loves to rush down. That's why he likes using Diddy Kong and Yoshi particularly, because these are the characters that he knows he can be aggressive with.
Yeah, exactly, and it's going to be interesting because Mini, on the other hand, he's more of a pretty much I can do whatever I want. He's like a balanced player, right? He will rush you down when he needs to. He'll play passive when he needs to. So, in a sense, okay. This is not what we were expecting, though. We're going to be seeing Zeon's Mario, another character that he definitely uses, especially because Eking, of course, is the number 1 or number 2 player, basically, the back and forth.
His team's partner and practice partner.
Exactly. Uses Mario a lot, so he has a lot of knowledge in the character as well.
Definitely. There's a thing that you consider. He could have gone for a Diddy mirror. He could have used Yoshi. But the thing is that Diddy Kong, since he knows he's fighting Mini, he knows that fair is incredibly strong against Yoshi. Yoshi will probably be attempting to jump a lot, and that's where Diddy Kong's fair thrives as an anti-air.
That's true, that's true. And, we'll be seeing a little bit of hand warmers here. So while that goes on, let's give a shout-out to our sponsors. We have Atlantic University College, Nesquik, Kickstart, Pritco, and Cobian Media.
Yeah, and then we have Nestle with Nesquik, Atlantic College, and also the Crazy Art by Javier. Great stuff. We also know has Point Guard, safe, making sure that our internet connection is safe, and Crystal Clear Media.
And of course, thanks to Level Up for providing the stream and being amazing the whole tournament.
And I think this is going to be the first game. We have to consider one of the reasons why Mario is a pretty good pick against Diddy Kong is that he doesn't have to worry about being spacing. Doesn't have to worry about I have to make sure I range my attacks very well. He can go for grabs and try to slug it out.
Exactly. Mario, notably a character that struggles with characters that have a lot of range, right? Like swords characters or maybe zoners like Predictos.
Yeah.
But either way, Mario is one of the best characters. He still does really well against a lot of these top matchups, like Diddy Kong, as you were saying.
Like Diddy Kong, he has a lot of good air attacks that have a pretty good range, but most of the time he's also going to try to be up close. So this makes Diddy Kong quite uncomfortable because compared to frame data on the ground, Mario is slightly better than Diddy Kong's.
But still, that being said, you were talking about Diddy's fair, and that could be a very great tool also to keep Mario away from you. And of course, Diddy's grab game is arguably just as good. You know, it can give you a lot of damage if you're not careful enough with your spacing.
Ooh, very good anti-air with that out tilt. And Diddy, at first, Meanie was having a lot of trouble, but he was getting comboed really hard because Mario is definitely a combo character in Smash 4. And if Zeon, Zeon notably can, apart from being a rushdown, he practices his bread and butters, and he racked a lot of percent real quick. Oh.
But of course, that backer is going to be taking the stock. And let's talk a little bit here about Diddy Kong and how he can confirm his skills. You see him using down tilt a lot. Why is that?
Like down tilt is a very good launcher that can lead into up smash, forward air, or even a roar. Back air. Oh no!
That's a very quick nair, I believe, to stuff out the up B. So nair comes out frame 5, if I'm not mistaken, right? But it's active for a very, very long time.
Yeah, Zeon is very cognizant. He knows that Diddy Kong is very susceptible to these weak attacks when he's trying to charge his up B. And meaning, sometimes Diddy Kongs either they quickly do a monkey flip to grab the ledge, but instead this time he just did a regular up B to try to grab it. And that nair caught him. It was a great call out by Zeon for that first game.
Exactly, and it seems that we're going to be seeing a character switch from Mini.
Are we going to see the combo house monster?
I was about to say that because every time a Mario comes out and he loses with Diddy, he uses Luigi.
And also, we have to know, since he is a grappler, Mario is a grappler, and Luigi is kind of an anti-grappler himself because he has strong grab combos, incredibly strong. I think they're even slightly better against somebody who's playing so close quarters like Mario.
And of course, Luigi also has a very, very good time pretty much getting out of Mario's grab combos. His nair is also very quick, similar to Mario's in that sense, but we'll be seeing how he can do here against Zeon, because Zeon also has a lot of experience against this character as well.
Indeed, like Luigi is very strong. He may even Mario was on when Zeon was Mario, he was on top of Meanie the whole time with Diddy Kong. But now he has to be way more careful now that Luigi, like the grab is dangerous, the nair is dangerous, and he has to be careful not to be ganked by the Cyclone Tornado.
Oh yeah, of course. The down B, let's see the best way I can put this into words, right? If you normally it's a move that you can mash, but depending on how fast you are mashing, you can determine, the distance, how high you go up, and that's what's very important into gimping characters like Mario, like Corins, things like that, Robbins especially.
Oh, here we go. He goes straight instead of going for aerials, and he knew that Zeon could have mashed out with an air. He just went for a straight up smash that can't be contested.
Exactly, and both of these characters, the difference here from Luigi and Mario is Luigi's a little bit more, well, not a little bit more, he's way more floaty than Mario.
Definitely.
But he has very interesting differences, of course.
There we saw the nair interrupting whatever Zeon combo wanted to try. It was impossible to continue.
Ooh, so, by the way, that fireball, he was trying to get into the jab lock for the missed tech. Zeon, a little bit, I believe he was a little bit too far away. So, great tech also on the ledge.
He probably DI'd a way to make sure even if he missed the tech, he could have gotten that, could have not got hit by that jab lock.
Exactly.
A very perceptive by Zeon, but he catches the jump.
On the 2-frame, of course. There's a 2-frame window where you can pretty much use a move, and if that move goes under a little bit, just clips a little bit under the ledge, you're going to get hit and potentially lose the stock, as you saw there.
I see me trying to overshoot. He tries to run past Zeon, trying to see if he rolls and reacts. Oh, and a really good up smash. Usually, like people, when you see Mario do a short hop, people get really scared because Mario can, he can mix it up with an empty jump and go for a grab, but he was not scared and throws up and out.
Exactly, not scared because players, obviously at this level, they realize that jumping in itself is a commitment. So if you react quickly enough, you can actually do something in that time frame. And of course, he got that up smash for the kill.
Or he tries to use the Tornado Cycle to recovery. Oh! Very good DI. Had he been any different DI, he could have been dangerous. This is a lot of contesting in here in the ledge.
Okay, it's just who's up B is going to put the other in a worse situation this time, basically.
Oh, I think one of the things that's kind of affecting Nini is that he's trying to do the stop motion for Luigi, and since he's so slippery and the skid takes a long time. Ooh, good air dodge read, but he didn't get much other than the back air, not much.
Oh, he got the spike.
Oh, he tried to go for another air dodge read.
He was looking for that air dodge read. But of course, Luigi, even though when we saw that there was like a huge gap in terms of percentages earlier, he got the misfire. But Luigi is a character that even if
oh, that was so clutch.
That was the hard read on pretty much you're gonna drop shield and dash into me. That's basically what he
like. Okay, the jabs were really smart because it covered the run and it covers the roll, and and the thing is that forward smash, because he was in high percent, those jabs pop up the character really high. So if he had air dodged, he definitely still would have gotten hit by that forward smash. So it's a very good option to go for the jab forward smash.
Okay, so we do see the switch to Yoshi. So for those of you who might not be completely aware, the rules basically indicate the winner has to say if he's going to stay or not with his character. And then, of course, the loser reacts to that and says, okay, I'm going to switch or I'm going to stay. And that's how Zeon, after seeing that Mini's going to stay Luigi, he went for Yoshi.
This is a difficult matchup for Luigi because definitely he understands that Yoshi has a really good range attack with that forward air, and Luigi on shield is really hard to punish these characters because he had the shield stun. Apart from the shield stun, he gets pushed back.
Exactly, but Zeon here, of course, he's trying to keep the pressure on Luigi, which is very interesting because Luigi also wants to kind of do the same game style in a sense. So it gets in your face and you do those grabs to get some more damage in.
Like, this is an interesting match because they're both floaty. The combos are just completely changed right now. But what's going to be very detrimental is who starts edge guarding first, because Yoshi can definitely contest way more than Luigi.
Exactly. And of course, we see Zeon trying to use those eggs a little bit to.
Oh, very close. That was like probably the third time they used an out smash, so had it been fresh, definitely would have taken the stock.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, Zeon, as we're seeing, he's trying to use those eggs because, of course, Luigi is a character that needs to come into you most of the time. And, you know, Yoshi has very good projectile that can allow him to just play the keep away game if necessary.
That was very good. He mixed up the timing on when he was going to throw the out smash, hoping that Zeon would let go or press a button. So, but, you know, Zeon very perceptive that out smash could have come. You know, definitely a grab or any other area would have come.
Yeah, of course. And let's see what. Oh, okay. Drop zone trying to get that Nair in to get the stock. So, yeah, we see Zeon controlling the stage really well. Like, that's something we've seen him do, especially with Yoshi. Like, it's a character that, as long as he controls the stage when you're in recovery, he's going to make it very difficult for you to come back.
Yeah, if we saw that Mini was having trouble coming back. He felt a lot of pressure, and he tried to mix up the coming back to the stage with a ledge jump, but that rising up air, taking the stock from Zeon, right, it's very close. Even now, he tried to whip punish that grab with an up smash, but here we have Zeon trying to be super aggressive, and then we have a cycle that does not send the hit stun downward.
So yeah, as we were talking about earlier, depending on how fast you mash or how slow you mash, you can determine the height of that up B. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the right, speed in order to get the kill.
Also, there's a certain thing that players can do. They can't smash DI the cyclone upwards, so when they can try to survive by smash DI.
Of course, upwards. Smash DI also plays a huge factor in it.
Oh, he tried to expect. Oh, good call out. He's been throwing a lot of that up smash, trying to call out. Oh, wow. Great conversion from Nair into forward air.
Yeah, and there was basically at that point it's going to be confirmed because Luigi didn't have a way to tech on the stage. He was just right outside the ledge that allowed the Nair to just give you that particular angle that just fair's going to seal the deal.
Very good, great finish. Great job for Zeon for moving forward to in his loser's run. Great job to Mini making this far in this year's first attack, 2017. Yeah, he's always, like you said earlier, he's been consecutive. Every year has gotten better. And now, he got 7th at this year. Now we're going to see winners.
Exactly. And
winners. Now it's Zeon's teammate, Eking, against Headshot.
Of course. And this tournament is indeed 2 out of 3 until winners and losers finals. So we're going to be seeing that until, quite a few more matches. We're still, I believe, playing winners. We're playing winner semis right now.
Yes.
So a little bit further ahead.
So tell me about Headshot.
Headshot is one of those players that I really enjoy watching. Particularly, he's a Samus main, and he only plays Samus. There's nothing else in his repertoire. It's just, I'm just going to play Samus. And as you know, Samus isn't considered by many to be a really good character in this game. What I really like seeing from Headshot, though, is his use of projectiles to set up these 50-50 situations when the opponent is recovering.
Definitely. I understand. I've seen him do it so often. Yeah. Like he charges the charge shot, and then like some people were like, okay, I think I can go in and attack. He cancels the charge and goes for a grab or a dash attack.
Yeah, and of course using those down B bombs on the ledge, using those missiles as well. And a stage we see him use a lot for those that works in favor for him in those situations is Smashville, particularly with a moving platform. It gives him so many setup opportunities with his projectiles that, it makes it very difficult on the opponent. That being said, he's up against Eking.
And let's talk about Eking. Eking, also a top 3 player of Puerto Rico, Mario main, but he also has a Cloud, and those are very difficult for Samus. Tough matchups indeed.
And in case those two don't work, he also has a Ryu.
Of course, he doesn't take out the Ryu as often anymore. But Mario and Cloud are very difficult because Mario, just by saying one word, the cape, the reflector that he has, a lot of the options now Headshot has to be a lot more careful when he throws out his projectiles. And the rest of the thing is that he can be really aggressive on Samus. So Mario is a very good pick.
And not just cape, but flood as well, especially because Samus, one of her better options out of shield is up B. And if Eking is, trying to fish for that, basically, he can just either cape or just flood you if you basically hit his shield and miss.
Yeah, like one of we have to talk about Samus' recovery when she's out of the stage. She has the tether grab that you will definitely be seeing a lot when Headshot is in that situation. He will tether grab. But if Eking can shoot fireballs to intercept those tethers, or does the falling nair from the stage to intercept that, then he will be forced to up B. And that's where you said the flood and the cape will come in handy.
Yeah, definitely. And, it's still, all in all, it's going to be a very exciting match because both of these players have played a lot, since Smash 4 came out, basically.
Yeah, they're definitely completely. They kind of know each other's style. They're very used to each other, but it's always a back and forth sets. Always been slugging each other, and I'm very excited because Headshot mentioned to me earlier that he really wants to win first attack, but everybody wants to win first attack right now.
Yeah, exactly. But that being said, it seems like we're going into Battlefield. It's going to be. It's a stage that many might consider heavily favored for Mario in this matchup. The platforms can work really well into his favor, especially from those down throw and using those up air to continue the chain and possibly get the kill from the top as well.
Yes, but Samus also definitely has a lot of combos going upwards. The dash attack, it's a great launcher attack. It definitely sets up for up airs into up air strings or into an up B at the end. So definitely both of them, if they're following, landing on the platform, and keeps bringing them up as a ladder combo, off the top combos are not, it's not limited to Mario. It's also for Samus.
Exactly. And Samus, of course, her up B, as you were mentioning, if she has a lot of rage.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. This exact conversion when Samus is at high range, like or a level 3 range, like 150, you get a dash attack into up B, the person could be at 0% and you can be sure they will die.
And in a very similar sense, that's how we saw one of the matches in top 16. In case of Peachy, as we said earlier, that's how he pretty much ended his set, taking the match away from 316.
Yeah, the players have to be cognizant about how much percent their opponents has, because even though the objective is to raise the percent and then take the stock, you have to be careful because the comeback factor in the game is rage, which increases the knockback of all the moves.
Exactly, and here we're going straight into the match. Headshot, trying to keep Mario away, basically. But, of course, as soon as he's in, he's trying to keep the pressure so that Mario can't get those combos going.
Headshot has to be very careful because, he's forced to jump a lot of times. But as you mentioned, jumps are a big commitment, and Mario can easily get under you and start correcting a lot of havoc.
Yeah, exactly, and especially with that up smash, right? We might not see that much on low percents, except there, primarily, but Mario's up smash has frames of invulnerability.
I'm actually loving how Headshot is using his Zair. This the tether not only can be used as a recovery, but when you're on the stage can be used as an attack.
See that? Oh, okay. See that setup? That's what we were talking about earlier. Headshot will like to... Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you were saying.
But yes, he likes to use those projectiles to try and set you up into the position where he can basically get a kill from that.
Eking, you can see now that he's at 120-ish%. He has to be very careful when taking a charge shot. Headshot has been... Oh! He doesn't even have to use it. He just does. Baits the dash attack, jumps right over it, and hits him with a falling back air.
Of course, and now, Headshot getting that forward tilt, and trying to just get some more space between him and
Headshot. Up air strings. Oh!
This is what you were talking about earlier, of
yes,
course. Samus can also use those platforms to her advantage.
The up air strings. Eking DI'd hard right to make sure he doesn't get shot straight up because he was very close to the ceiling's blast zone.
Oh, definitely. And, Eking now struggling a little bit here with trying to get the stock, especially because Samus has taken so little percent. However, if a character can do it, it's Mario, of course. Yeah, his grab can keep on comboing into moves far into the high percents, and it can lead into an up air again if you DI incorrectly and get the kill.
I like how a Headshot is intercepting a lot of the moves by he mixes up his landings with falling up air, which is has very low cooldown. He does changing it up with an air or just simply just an empty jump. He's always forcing Eking to either take a defensive option or just, if he does an attack, he will get stuck.
Exactly. And,
whoa.
He probably tried to reverse.
Oh! Nice setup from Headshot. Lay it down for me. What did he do?
So before everything happened, right? He got the ledge trump with the Zair. He possibly tried to, bait out maybe if the ledge trump wasn't successful, right? If the opponent is buffering the get up option, he'll roll in or jump in, and of course the neutral B is gonna hit.
Yes.
But of course he did get the trump, and in this game, if you get a trump, basically you don't get invulnerability again after you re-grab the ledge, right?
Yes.
So he's either to re-grab the ledge, and if he does, which is what he was expecting, he knew he had to get out of there as quickly as possible because he's not going to lose the stock.
Instead he knew he was going to come back, so he laid down a bomb, forcing him, like, you have to take another option because I have this option here, and he charged the force smash because the roll read came. Great way to finish that first game.
Of course, and now we're heading into Smashville for Game 2, and this is a stage that, again, doesn't really benefit either character more one or the other. Both of these characters can use their respective tools really well in this stage.
I have to say is that Eking's decision to change to a flatter stage, less platform, is because he couldn't really get in center stage. He had to jump through the platforms, try to push through, charge through Headshot, but Headshot was always anti-airing him, pushing him back towards the outside of the stage. So Smashville probably is due to that reason.
Exactly, but as we see, Smashville has this interesting dynamic with the platform. It moves back and forward, and so there's certain situations where you have a completely flat stage, right? And then the platform's on the other side, which can benefit, and in many cases, Samus with her projectiles, right? But on the other hand, when the platform comes in, Mario can, use those combos and get so much more damage as well. Yes. So it's a very back and forth type of stage for both characters.
And one of the things that I am enjoying from both players is that most people, when they start the game, they do these instant air attacks, and these guys are delaying as much as possible before landing to do an attack. And
exactly.
You see them float, hover, to see if somebody's going to do a commitment, and because of that, you see these delays that are just messing up with each other's timing.
Exactly, and since they have so much knowledge about each other, right, since they've played so much, they know that, there's particular different levels of strategy, right? Yomi is the term a lot of people use, right?
Yeah.
But, they're trying to see how can I read further into the future so I can react properly.
Yes. I'm seeing a lot of setups that these are a lot of layers on layers on these setups. There we have a Headshot. Put it a bomb. If he gets hit by that bomb, he has enough hit stun for me to get this charge shot.
Again, that's what we were talking about. We've been talking about that throughout the set. Is Headshot will look for those situations where he can set you up for 50-50 scenarios with those projectiles.
Eking is having a lot of trouble, stopping from headshots. There, keep away, trying to get under him. But when he has a chance, when he's hitting his shield, he's not getting much. He's not getting his grabs. He's just doing falling aerials, but headshots start stuffing them.
Exactly. Talk to me about what does Eking need to do? How can he get in on Samus in this situation?
What he's trying to do, he's trying to stop a lot of headshots attacks with the fireballs, but that's a huge commitment and it has a lot of cooldown. So he has to start power shielding even more and corner headshot into a situation where you have only two options and he goes another 50-50, a read or just go for an up smash.
Of course, as we were saying, up smash, a very great option for Mario, has frames of vulnerability. Pretty early on, I believe it starts at frame 9 from 9 to 12. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But he's using the up smash there when Samus went for a short hop, as we were talking about. As you recognize that, you can lose the stock.
Headshot is still keeping to his game. He knows that Zaire is a great keep-away tool. He's walling out Eking, and Eking, he probably was wondering, like, why aren't you shooting all these projectiles? The best hitbox that Headshot's using is the Zaire. He doesn't have to throw the missiles. He doesn't have to throw the charge shot, so he's very content with just not using that. And because of that, Eking cannot use escape. But great combo for Eking.
But now Eking keeping the stage control, keeping the pressure on Headshot. Which, okay, that grab could have potentially been very scary because Mario, depending on your DI, especially on that percent on the ledge, he can go for a down throw fair.
Oh, very good. He did a jump and then he did a double jump bait to see if Eking will air dodge. But Eking being very patient, very well done by Eking right now. And one of the things that has changed, the change of pace, is that Eking has been successfully being able to keep close to Headshot. Like he has been running in, he's been power shielding, and just forcing Headshot to take bad options.
Exactly as you were saying, power shielding is one of those options that works really well against projectile characters. Mario, of course, has an additional tool on top of that, which is a cape.
Whoa, I had to hold my breath for a second because at that percent, I'm pretty sure I would have lost that stock. I got hit by that and I lost the stock.
Yeah, of course, but Headshot recognizing it and DIing really well, and of course mashing from that grab to get out of it again.
He's pummeling so much, and he's letting Headshot have a chance to mash out. He had a chance.
Oh, that's it!
Oh, wow. Eking. Oh, he knows. Look, he's so frustrated because he knew that when he first grabbed him on the right side of the stage, he had just to throw him back. Headshot, even if Samus is a heavy character, she is floated, but she is a heavy character, he had to throw her back. An edge guard situation was probably better than just trying to reset neutral when Headshot mashed out.
Yeah, he never gave up during the whole match, right? He's like, I'm going to DI that down air correctly because I recognizing the situation, okay, let me just land. Let's see how I'm going to turn this into my favor. He got grabbed. He mashed out so fast. Like, it's very difficult to mash out in those high percents. Like, you usually have you struggle a lot. Like, Mario can just kill you from a back throw.
Yes. I have to just, like, there were several instances where Eking was being patient. There was a jump, air dodge from Headshot. He waited and did a back air, but that was a back air that was very stale. It was like, and it didn't get the kill even if it wasn't 113%. Headshot survived that downer that you mentioned earlier. Like, that was one of the craziest DI that we've seen so far. But that back throw that was just not thrown was that costed that game.
Yeah, it could be argued that he pummeled a little bit too much.
Yeah, like 3 pummels.
Yeah, exactly. He could have gone for the just one pummel or just basically a single back throw from there at that point, and the kill could have been confirmed.
Yeah.
However, we're going to be moving into our next top 8 match, and we have Gotti God.
Yes, Gotti God. He's doing really well. He hasn't been recently to a lot of tournaments in Puerto Rico, but he's still a very recognized player here that he's really good. He has Mario, has Cloud, has Bayonetta. He has a lot of characters in his pocket that he can pull out. But my Gallo, he is a force, an unstoppable force with Captain Falcon.
Exactly, and as we were saying about Gotti God, he does have a huge pool of characters, but he usually goes to his tried and true Cloud, of course. And Mike Gallo is Captain Falcon, pretty much the only character he uses.
I think he
in
has
tournament at least.
Yeah, in tournament at least he has a Lucina, but sometimes he feels like it's better just to stay with the old and reliable Captain Falcon.
Exactly, and of course you'll be seeing a lot of the traditional Captain Falcon style of just using those extended dash dancing to bait out particular moves from his opponent and try to get in. Because Captain Falcon's a very pressure-heavy character as well.
Yes.
And especially from grabs. You know, it can also, like Mario, lead into very interesting setups where you can lose your stock very early.
Like, one of the things that is very particular about Captain Falcon is he can put pressure just by moving forward. And then you start getting that pressure can force you to like attack early or like go or shield, and he can just dash back, and then go back in again. There's a lot of pressure that comes in for Captain Falcon, so it's a lot of mental games that we're going to see here from Gotti God and Mike Gallo.
Oh yeah, of course. And let's talk a little bit about Cloud. A lot of people know this character or feel that this character is very difficult for them to deal with. Of course, Limit is one of those options that makes Cloud a little bit faster, both on the air and on the ground, and enhances his special moves.
Definitely, Cloud is incredibly strong overall character, but he is a sword character, sword user, and they tend to have problems with people who are grab heavy. Because once you start throwing the attacks, like the forwarder or an air, if they catch you in a wrong position, wrong timing, that grab happens, and that's when the strings of pain starts happening.
Oh yeah, especially with that up air. It's so good. Well, before we get into up air,
yeah.
Basically his aerials are insanely good.
Yes.
They auto-cancel really well. However, his up air is one of those moves you can just let it out, and it'll just stay active for so long that, it'll stuff out any potential, coming, if your opponent's coming down, or you can even use it as a landing option with Cloud,
yes,
and shield stab and get some combos started from there too.
Well, there we go. Starting already with a dash attack. Remember, they're both quite quick characters, but no one has a greater dash game than Captain Falcon. So Gotti God has to be very careful when he starts to take an option. Because right now, Mike Gallo is being very aggressive. Whoa!
Oh no, he got limit. He got
hit enough, but he didn't go for the ledge. He has no jump. Oh, but he had enough drift to come back to the stage.
Wow, okay, so, yeah, as you were saying, he got hit enough because limit is not only charged from down B, right? If your opponent hits you, depending on the amount of time you're being hit, you can also charge that limit break.
It's interesting how Gallo is intercepting Gotti God's jump patterns. He sees him, does a short hop, and he immediately does a dash attack, and that has led to so many punishes.
Oh, okay. So, Captain Falcon's on B is a command grab as well. So, if he sees his opponent pretty much holding shield on the platform, he can go for it.
Oh, Gallo, you are crazy. You are a monster. This is a particular thing that happens within this stage, that Battlefield has a lip that if certain hitboxes, certain attacks can go right through. And he hit Gotti God under recovery with that down air.
The patience from Gallo here, basically, on the platform. He kept the pressure going, but he kind of stopped.
Oh, the blade beam. He had to jump. He got the 2-frame from that, because I definitely saw him jump. Oh, very close. Gotti God it. He's trying to, he did a good blade beam. It probably could have taken stock had it not returned the second jump. But Gallo is putting on the punish.
Again, here we see the up B actually working. Gotti God, struggling pretty hard on this stage. Let's see how he can adapt. He almost has the limit. If he's able to get the kill here.
Oh, it's just right now, Gotti God is trying to contest with the aerials, but Gallo is always throwing them out first. It seems that Gotti God, he's a very patient player, and that's kind of costing with a person that's so aggressive like Gallo.
Exactly, and it's been very difficult for Gotti to actually land.
Wow! That was so good. So good. The entire game, Gallo was putting so much pressure, and his punishes were very, very clean.
Oh yeah, throughout the whole match. And particularly the patience. He just let Gotti God just commit to an option that he could punish there. Especially as you saw that on the platform when he was using those up airs. He was actually just, okay, I'm using them all the time right now, really quickly. And then he would just stop one. He would change the pace on one, which would force Gotti God to either air dodge or shield in that scenario.
Yeah, like there was so much attacks coming. He's like, I have to get away from this. I have to be defensive. And my Gallo, he missed the first up B command grab, but that didn't stop him from doing it again. And he got another edge guard situation.
That being said, here we go into Game 2 in Tunnel City, a stage that's actually really good for both characters. However, Cloud can just sit back, get on one of those platforms, and charge the limit, and which will help him a lot in the matchup.
I think he decided to go with a longer stage because definitely Town City is a very long stage. It gives Cloud a lot of space to just run away from Captain Falcon, but he has to be careful. There's nobody better that chase down other than Sonic, Captain Falcon, but you know, that pressure is real.
Oh, okay, that up air catching Captain Falcon at the end of that dash. And Limit's on deck, so he's got to be careful, especially as he recovers, because Limit side B comes out really quickly, and if you hit Cloud's shield, up B can potentially spell death.
Can DI survive? Yes. Captain Falcon, very heavy character. Even if he got hit by that side B, he was on the underside of the stage. And a good, very good back air from Gotti God.
Okay.
Oh, the balloon coming in to save Gotti God instead of not getting hit. He may have lost the first stock, but Gallo is still putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Gallo not really changing his game plan much from losing that first stock. He's just going to keep sticking to his guns and see, let me just clean out the stock and bring it back to even as much as possible.
There's also a thing that's coming into play in this second game, that Town City can loses the platforms, the transitions, and it turns into a final destination at the stage. And that is making it really difficult for Gallo to land.
Yeah, of course, because here we're seeing the up airs from Cloud, as we were talking about earlier. They're very difficult to deal with, especially with a character that doesn't really have good options to come back down into stage.
Yeah, this is really tough. We're seeing a situation. Gotti God is now beating by 2 stocks Gallo in game 2. Whoa! What? He waited so much. Like, Gotti God expected an immediate attack. Gallo just waited, and he got that down tilt that sits completely horizontal. So it's very difficult for Gotti God to come back from that.
Okay, good patience here from Gallo, not committing to an recovery option too quickly, but that being said, Gotti God recognizing just when Gallo was going to jump back into the stage, using the up air and getting the kill.
That having problems landing it's costing Gallo all this percent, the stocks. It's very difficult, and also the stage being so long compared to Battlefield, which is basically the smallest stage in terms of how the ground that is set.
Yeah,
it's
much
very
less
short.
space to cover.
Yeah, it was way more difficult for Gotti God in that first game to get away from Mike Gallo, but now. The Town City was so long. I think it is the longest stage in the stage list of Smash 4. Maybe compared to maybe Dreamland can contest that, but they're definitely Dreamland and Town City are the longest stage.
Speaking of Dreamland, I wouldn't be surprised to see it as a counter-pick option here from Gallo. Of course, we can also see Smashville coming out to try and keep things a little bit pretty close between each other, just from stage choice, right? At Dreamland, as I was saying.
Yeah, because the thing about Dreamland, he won in Battlefield. He used a lot about the platforms, the tri-platforms. It's incredibly useful to both players, but Mike Gallo got a lot more from it than Gotti got in the first game.
Yeah, definitely. And
the landing.
Of course, pretty much Gotti God just trying to set up Captain Falcon into that area, which he's just right above him to get those upper strings going. Not let Captain Falcon land and then just get the stock from there.
There's a lot of instances where you're going to see Gotti God. He likes to he walks forward a little bit and then he dashes back and then back in. Those are right now affecting Gallo quite a bit. And these drift back jumps with his areas are going to cost a lot of percent for my Gallo.
Yeah, we're seeing Gallo coming, trying to get those falling up airs to connect. They can lead into so many potential combos from that. And at a certain percent, it can also lead into the knee.
It's very tough. He's been going for these knees, but if you're not frame tight, you're not going to be able to get that knee. Instead of going for another down throw, he goes for an edge guard situation, but misses. Oh, very, very.
That's a very clean back air to see the stock. Again, taking advantage of Captain Falcon's difficulty when coming down.
Oh, what a call out! Nice, very good. Like that's the second force smash that has landed. But it's so strong. He drifts back, he moves back, and that changes his hurt box backwards. Oh, but that's a lot of percent from Gotti God.
Oh yeah, very quick percentage here from Gotti God. Of course, he also kind of was doing the same thing Gallo was doing to him in the first game. Just switching up the timing, he's using those up airs to try and get as much damage as possible.
Ooh. Again, he had anti-air that jump with a dash attack. He has to be very careful because Gotti God is also looking for those dash attacks. Oh, jab grab has to be also very careful. If you hold shield too much, you're definitely going to be losing in that situation.
So let's see if he tries it again. Again, he's been going for those falling up airs, trying to get those knee confirms so that he can get very early kills.
Oh, the two frame, that down tilt has a very good hitbox low and very close to the ground. Oh, he tried to do a falling backer but did not get to punish that. Limit side B.
But here we see Gallo keeping the pressure going here on Gotti God. So see how he reacts.
Oh my God. It's very close. They're even percent right now. Air dodge read again. This is very tight. Oh,
that's
it. It's over. It's over. Gallo wins. That trade was that was the money trade. That was the money trade. Because even if there has a hitbox falling down, that cloud Clim hazard, you can trade. It's amazing. I just love that option that he took, my Gallo. It's so good.
Yeah, definitely. And that's going to seal the set for him. And we'll be keeping on moving on in this top 8. So if you're just joining us, this is First Attack 2017. We're doing the Smash 4 top 8. I'm Lukwon.
I am Yoma. I want to talk about who's left. Tell me who is left.
So, of course, as we saw, my Gallo, he took the match here. And I believe XL0 took it from Peachy.
Yeah, XL0 did beat 420 Peachy. And
Eking is in losers.
Eking is in losers, and Zeon had beaten Meanie. So what we have now is Eking, Zeon, XL0, Gotti God. Oh, talking about Eking, Zeon, the team partners.
And the team kill.
Yes. Oh, so frustrating. It's a heartbreak situation when you have to eliminate one of your own, your very partner that you play teams with, you practice every day. But it happens right now in losers' quarters.
Exactly. And did they get to doubles grand finals today?
The thing is, Eking was still arriving.
Oh, so they did a team this
this tournament. But even then, they're known as currently the #1 doubles team in Smash 4 Puerto Rico.
Of course, and we'll be seeing why. These two players know each other basically inside and out.
This is going to be a counter pick war, definitely. Even this is a best of 3, but this is going to be a counter pick war.
As we were talking about earlier, both of these players have such a wide variety of characters. Zeon playing Yoshi, Mario, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong as well. And Eking, of course, playing Mario, Cloud, and Ryu.
Oh, they're jumping right through it. Like, one of the things that these two characters, they play very similar. They're very both rushed down characters. But the thing is who starts, like, Mario has the grappling ability, and he can start racking the percent quite quick. But Yoshi has the command grab. He can start mixing up his aerials with that command grab. So they're both going to be very wary of each other's grabs. He has no jump!
You tried to get me? No, my up B comes out faster. I'm sorry. Let's go.
He tried to intercept with a rising air, but since he did that rising air, the second jump had no armor. So when he got stage back, he had no way of coming back.
Okay, and we see Eking pretty much taking a little bit of a lead here, but as we were talking about, these two players, they're not gonna step back and try to figure out what each other's doing. They already know what each other is capable of, right?
Definitely.
So as you see, it's just trying to stay in each other's face.
Oh, probably the fastest option that he thought of was down smash, but like there's all of Yoshi's smashes are very strong, but it's hard to react when you have that opportunity to punish. So probably Sam was not ready. He just got the down smash.
Of course, and let's see how Zeon is trying to go for the same option, but very risky because Eking, reacting the same way as before and almost potentially stage spiking there.
Like Eking, he's going for some stuff. He missed that up B, but he fast fell, so he definitely couldn't get punished. Zeon is having a lot of trouble taking this stock. He doesn't have a kill throw, so he has to get either a nair near the blast zone or a jab up smash.
And good patience from Eking trying to come back from the stage.
What are you doing, Sam? Just go and do the Yoshi bomber? Nobody does that option.
Well, that's what Eking was probably thinking about, and Zeon's like, nah, I'm taking your stock. This is what I'm doing.
I'm seeing that Zeon, since he now took the stock, he's being a little bit more patient. He's throwing a lot more egg lays, and he wants to get this strong, to slowly rack up the percent with these egg lays and go for command grabs. But if he can get this percent in an early, I thought he had overshot.
He's still in. He's still in.
Yeah.
Of course, Eking, as you saw, Zeon tried to go for that drop zone fair, of course.
Yes.
It's an option he goes for a lot, and it catches a lot of players. But Eking, recognizing that situation, no, I'm just going to wait it out and jump over you.
Very good power shoot from that forward there. It gave him a chance to get under, and there we have it. A rising nair gets punished by the up smash out of shield.
That's such a quick reaction, too. Just noticing as that jump is coming out, okay, let me throw out the up smash and confirm the kill.
Yeah, it's a very particular sound when you get that power shield. So if you have the if you have the headsets on, they're so focused, and when you hear that ping, you can just throw it. It's a jump cancel up smash because in Smash, to immediately jump and get out of shield, you jump, but you can cancel that jump with an up smash. And that's what Eking did. He after he heard that ping, he buffered the up smash, and it came out immediately.
Hey, jump canceling, a very good option, of course. It helps you really well from shield, too. You can do jump cancels up Bs and jump cancel up smashes as well in order to try to get out of your shield and get your opponent out.
We can see that Zeon is going, still trying to go with Yoshi. He didn't try to use his other counter picks. He had the Diddy Kong, but we saw him use Mario against Diddy Kong, so it probably was not the best choice for him. But it's really tough because if you over calculate the range, you'll start losing a lot.
Yeah, of course. And these players are not going to let each other, miss an opportunity to punish, right? They just know exactly when they need to use that move. See there, just knowing that roll was going to come out from Eking in that situation, and just potentially setting up for this edge guard.
I think that was a slight misinput. Jab out smash, taking his first stock. Even if it had we saw Zeon get into the egg and roll away. Probably he was trying to throw an egg to make the edge guard a lot more difficult for Eking. But here we have, lots of patience moving back and forth. If he had rolled, had done anything, Zeon would have been able to react and immediately punish.
And a very different game compared to the last one. As we said, these players know each other really well. So pretty much we saw first game where pretty much Eking was in control throughout most of the match, and now Zeon just completely reversing that. What do you attribute that to?
Zeon is doing a lot of jump back, drift backs, and he's catching Eking over-committing with these back airs and other nairs. So these are what's giving Zeon a lot of chances to just come in with a falling forward air. See all these jump backs. And Eking, he has to approach. He's in a losing position right now. There's no there's no reason for Zeon to start even approach.
Ooh, and that nair almost catching the stock. But yeah, as you're saying, those jump backs, it can set up Yoshi into that fair. The fair reaches so far forward, and
great setup by Zeon. It's just, egg lay. Once you get hit, it has a significant amount of hit stun, and he just did the full jump egg lay into double jump up air. Because that hit stun has given him enough time to do that rising up air.
Of course. And now we're going to be seeing a game 3. Actually, at this point, I don't know if either of them are going to counterpick characters as well. Because it's something that can happen.
Yes.
But it's something that also they're not going to do.
I had expected a counterpick war, but they're both going for their mains, their trusty mains, and it's been going back and forth. Eking was really, really dominant the first game, but Zeon turning it back on his side now. And now they're going, instead of Smashville, it's now Town and City.
Of course, as you were saying earlier, a larger ground to cover, right? Much more space there. And 3 platform layout. These platforms, though, they will be moving out. So it kind of sets up for a Final Destination-esque like stage. Because
both players, Eking and Zeon, are jumping a lot, these platforms can either, make or break it for them. And right now, they've just been both kind of hitting each other with these straight hits, and they're both at even %.
See how quick Eking is with those air dodges? He knows Zeon loves to go for those drop zone fairs, and he's not giving him the opportunity to connect them.
We see right now that there's a lot of aerial. Now that Zeon has to be the one doing falling aerials, Eking is in a feral position right now. And he's doing the jump backs. His best options, you have to come first. And if he misses an attack with a lot of recovery frames, he goes for a grab or a falling back there.
Okay, see, and pretty much this time a little bit more patient, I would say, compared to the first 2 games. But that being said, here comes the reverse up smash, getting the kill.
Yeah, he called out that he was going to try do a jump moving forward aerial, and he just used the invincibility to stop any attempts at all.
And this gives Eking a pretty early lead. Of course, Zeon, one of those players that you can't count out at any point because he can take that stock so quickly, as we saw in top 16 with other players.
Definitely. Like, Zeon is having a lot of trouble mixing up his landing attacks. Earlier, in the second game, he was changing it up with a lot of command grabs and the falling aerials. But now Eking he adapted to these mix-ups.
Yeah, of course. And one of the key things I think is, okay, then this time Zeon is able to land and get the combo. But earlier we saw Zeon was having a little bit of difficulty coming back to the stage. He moving through those platforms, trying to see how can I get there and pretty much reset the situation.
I have to say something. Zeon isn't on his last stock, and he was last year's first attack the champion. So he was the winner, and he could get eliminated at 5th place this year by his own teammate. This is very crucial. Another up smash. I can smell it. He's waiting for it. There we go. Eking knows that this up smash is a guaranteed kill, and he has to do any attack. So there's a lot of rush, a lot of patience from Zeon, but I'm so scared right now.
Definitely. But Eking, of course, is not going to give him the opportunity to try to move into that stage. But, you know, it's making it very difficult because both of these players are in very high percents, and they don't want to be cut out.
The situation throws him out. He was behind hard left. Does he have a jump still? Yes, he does. He techs the nair. This is really tough for Zeon. Goes for the command grab. Ooh, 127%. Can Zeon clutch this out? He has to be careful. There's so many options for Mario to close this game out.
Eking, of course, he just needs to be patient, try to get Zeon to approach and use a bad option.
Ooh, he had DI just in time. It was.
Oh, okay. What happened? Jump. As soon as the jump happens, up smash, seal the game. So that's going to be Eking in 5th place, I believe, as you were saying. Last year's champion. So still a great placing by him and great showing.
Yes.
However, his teammate Eking will be moving on. And it was a great set overall.
That was a great set. Very, very back and forth, very exciting. It was very tense. The moment where Zeon was struggling so hard to take that first stock, but you know, Zeon, like all Eking had to do is just wait for Yoshi to jump. He just had to wait. Like, okay, you have to jump. Most of your options come from when you jump, and that up smash is a great anti-air option, and it kills. So.
Yeah, as we were talking about, it's a great move. It has invulnerability around frame 9 for 3 frames. So it's going to be very difficult to even trade with the move if that's the portion where it comes out.
Yes. And like you know, that invincibility of the up smash is something that you have to respect. But what could Yoshi do? What could Zeon do in that situation? He was trying to come back to the stage.
Yeah, he has to take an option to recover back on stage, and Eking just responding correctly.
Yes. Now we have another team kill.
Oh yes.
This is Gotti God versus XL0.
XL0, of course, and these players also team quite often as well in tournaments, and you know we'll be seeing more than likely a Cloud Bayonetta matchup here.
Yes. Like definitely XL0 is the more Bayonetta main. He doesn't really change characters in Smash 4, but it can either be Cloud or Mario, because I don't think Gotti God will go for a Bayonetta mirror.
Oh, most definitely. And Bayonetta, though, if Cloud doesn't have limit, it's very risky to be out of the stage. Bayonetta can just pretty much hang around off stage and get your stock really quickly.
Right, what we're referring to is that Gotti God has to be very careful on the double jump management. Has to be careful when he air dodges, because when Bayonetta has you in edge guard situations, she can do falling nair or wait for back airs. And she can drop down, catch you with her witch twitch up B, and send you again outside of the stage.
Oh, definitely. And in that sense, Cloud is also very good. That up air can potentially set him up into, with the smash DI, of course, to get out of those combos that Bayonetta is very known for in this game.
Yes, and like another thing about these up airs is that when Cloud is shooting these up airs, they can either come with flurries, mini up airs, one after the other, but then he can mix it up with the timing. He can decide not to attack and bait these air dodges or the witch times, which he has to be very careful from these witch times. Yeah,
witch time, of course, very strong option from Bayonetta. It just freezes the opponent into a helpless state where Bayonetta can rack up damage with different moves and knockback, of course, and gets kills from that. That being said, as we saw at the start of top 8 and through top 32, Excelsior has been having difficulty getting the confirms from that Witch Time. So let's see if he can, kind of fix that in this set.
Yeah, he needs to get a lot more conversions from when he gets the successful Witch Time. But if he can just consecutively get these edge guards, he doesn't have to worry about these Witch Time punishes. What we see, 0% so far. Excelsior being very, very clean and very good at dodging a lot of Gotti God's attacks.
Yeah, it's very interesting too. Gotti God deciding not to stay back and charge his limit, as you might see from other clouds. He just tried to go into Bayonetta to try and get the percent going.
Ooh, he tries to intercept the falling, but he air dodges just to get away from that afterburner kick.
Okay, let's see how he can react from this ledge recovery, and
I'm pretty sure at this percent, even if limit hits, this 68% is a tough hit. Bayonetta next to the blast zone will lose a stock. So Excelsior has to be very careful not to lose.
Oh, he baited that out. He was looking for the crush lash use so that he can just punish from there. Didn't quite get it, but that's a win in any situation.
Oh, the Witch Time. All he had to do was a simple down tilt into the up smash, and he was already at the percent that smash from Bayonetta will take the stocks.
Definitely, and now we see Gotti God trying to get charged that limit. He's being a lot more patient than he was in the first stock.
Indeed, but all the things that he has to worry about is Bayonetta's witch twist up ladders and sends him off the stage. And very good. That was an afterburner kick miss, and since she's there for a long time recovering, he knew he had enough time to get that side B limit.
No, okay. Good smash DI out from Gotti God. He was trying to get that Dare, because Dare can actually hit under the ledge and potentially spike your opponent.
Very good. He has been doing really well right now, intercepting the landing from XL0. He even stopped the Witch Time from coming out, and he caught a landing with a side B, cross slashing to 19%. Hard situation for XL0 to come back. That fair one is so good, very strong. Good DI from XL0. That sent the sweet spot that is higher than the one that sits downward, sent straight up. So that was a hard DI downward right for XL0 to survive. Bats went in, shields it, very tight from XL0. Up here, very, very strong.
Definitely, and that's going to be first game going into Gotti God's favor here.
Very close. I'm pretty sure that XL0 would have been able to come back from that situation, but Gotti got very close.
Okay, and of course we're going to be seeing how the counter pick choice here is going to go for XL0. What stage do you expect to see from in this scenario?
Usually, XL0 is very prone to liking platforms. He likes platforms. He likes to catch you landing. He also tech chasing when you land on the platform. So I can definitely see why he would be comfortable in this stage. Apart that Lilac is definitely a very good stage for Bayonetta when she's in a positive advantage.
True, but that being said, it's a higher ceiling, right? So it's going to be difficult for Bayonetta, sorry, to make those confirms into kills, especially at low percents.
Another Witch Time. How far can we take this? As you were mentioning, XL0 not having the best conversion from Witch Time.
Of course, and now we see XL0 pretty much keeping the pressure, not letting Cloud land, and racking up that percent, and a back air is going to set up into the edge guard scenario.
Very, very safe punish from XL0. He decided to just go for a grab instead of a down tilt that could have led to a different situation. But we see this situation is very similar to Game 1 where XL0 had a lot of percent advantage over Gotti God. But, Gotti God clutched it out in the first game. So we're going to see how he will fare in this stage.
And of course, down tilt, a very good hit confirm into the up air, of course. It's going to seal the stock for XL0.
That down throw. Why don't you tell me how many options that Cloud has from that down throw?
Okay, let's see what. Okay, not a lot of things he can do here from against Bayonetta, but Cloud, as you were saying, his throws don't really set up for much. But that Bayonetta, for example, here, XL0, is going to be looking to shield most of the attacks, knowing that Cloud can really get much from the grab. But of course, if Gotti God realizes that, he can still use the grab to set up for edgeguard situations.
It's impressive. Gotti God is smashing out very well these quick twists. Oh, a very good contest from Gotti God. That back air just to get off, and a Cloud side beat to finish the stock. Situation really similar to the game 1.
All right, let's see if XL0 can close it out. We saw how Gotti God was able to quickly turn the game around into his favor. And
the situation very difficult. Oh, he got the limit. Whoa, back throw, definitely edge guard situation again. Whoa, oh no, he was holding in. He was holding in. Wow. So definitely Cloud has up B. In terms of recovery, it's very linear. You can go up and immediately come down. And that down B, the up B coming downward has a spike. But XL0 was holding in, so when he got hit, he was sent directly to the blast zone. Had he had holding to the right, towards the stage, definitely would have survived.
Of course, with that being said, it was a team kill. XL0 is going to be heading out of the tournament. Gotti God, of course, moving on. And if you're just joining us, this is First Attack 2017.
We just finished with both losers quarters. What's left now, we have winners finals and losers semis. We have now Eking versus Gotti God. There's a big rivalry between these two players. Gotti God always has had trouble conquering Eking before, and he managed to do it at Gaming Revolution. The first big tournament that Gotti God won. But this is a best of 3, not a best of 5, so things can get really chaotic real quick.
Definitely, and we're jumping just straight into it. Mario versus Cloud. Now, talk to me about this matchup, of course.
Mario's a grappler, and if he can get in, shield properly the forward airs or nairs from Cloud, it's going to be a world of hurt for Gotti God. And these combos, after he gets a lot of percent, he's going to have a lot more trouble because he has to be the one approaching. So Eking right now in a favorable position.
Yeah, of course. And Cloud on the other end, his sword allows him to pretty much try to keep Mario out. A lot of range of those moves, and you can just use it to Mario, this is my zone, don't get in, right? However, Eking keeping up the pressure and not letting Gotti God into that situation.
Eking has been, he also uses Cloud so that he knows a lot of the small details about when the forwarder is unsafe, when is his other attacks unsafe. So this is coming so well right now for him. Whoa. I love how some up Bs can overshoot and definitely hit from the bottom. It gives a chance for these players to definitely come back. Wow.
The back throw is going to seal it there from the ledge. A move that, can get kills really quickly, especially at those percents.
There we have, he air dodges through, because there's a certain timing between Mario's downer that you can air dodge through. If the Mario player isn't cognizant, he will definitely be able to escape from that combo.
Okay, and we see Eking pretty much racking up that damage really quickly with those Mario combos.
Whoa, very good. Nice get off me option. That has invincibility on startup, and it's a strong, fast move. And also, he has very low recovery frame, so had he missed it, he probably still would have been safe. And Eking, even though it's 120%, he decided not to immediately cling to the ledge, and he's sent outside again. He tried to go for a Blade Beam, but didn't work out for Gotti God in this situation.
Eking pretty much trying to keep Cloud from landing.
And we see Gotti God, he's being really desperate with these moves. He's thrown an up smash, he threw a down smash. He wants to take the stock immediately. It's very anxious right now. And Lilat, definitely, I'm pretty sure had it been other stage, the distance would have been correct. But Lilat, he got clipped by the lip in the side and did not make it back.
That's unfortunate, but however, we still have a game 3 here for both of these players. counter pick options. You're Mario.
If I'm fighting against Mario, I will probably fight a character that can slug it out, or that I don't have to worry about keeping him out of my personal space. Cloud, you have to keep him out with the long range, the disjoints that he has, but Eking is being very good with his shielding, has gotten a lot of perfect shields, and immediately grabs into his regular bread and butters.
Yeah, as you said, as we were talking about earlier on the Bayonetta matchup, he had with X-Zero. Cloud can really do much from his grab, right? And as long as you shield a perfect shield, you can get into Cloud's the zone that Cloud doesn't like you to be in, and just combo from there and get a lot of damage.
Eking there, he got a grab into the up tilt combo, but he decided to go for one up tilt too many, and that gave chance for Gotti God to jump out and escape. Now we have a reversal situation where Gotti God has put in the pressure and preventing Eking from landing.
Yeah, and as we said, those uppers very good at keeping your opponent in the air.
Situation. We see Gotti God before, he was trying to be a bit more space heavy, but now he's being way more aggressive, and now he's forced Eking to overcommit with these rising backers, and that has led him to a lot of opportunities.
Oh,
ooh, what a call out.
We're going to see, you see that jump coming out, great reaction time to get the up smash.
Yeah, like Eking now feels like he's forced to do aerial attacks, and that he knew that because of those a lot of aerial approaches, that he could call out with that up smash. Whoa. Very good up air intercept from Eking, and now we're gonna have a back throw to an edge guard situation. Whoa.
Okay, he's trying to use that recovery that we've seen Clouds use a lot. It worked out really well against XL0, but Eking, recognizing the situation, just moving back, letting Cloud recover, and not putting himself in a bad situation.
Oh, an immediate up B, and that situation was really tough because a lot of people tend to say that regular get up attacks are not very good, but in that situation, had he gone for a roll back, Eking would have definitely gone up and done an up smash. Whoa, very close. Very intense situation. Eking is trying to close the stock out. Oh, see, like the situation, like right now, Gotti God is doing good shielding, like very good defense, and he hasn't let Eking put his previous pressure in the second game.
Okay, again here, using the grab to try to get Mario into the precarious situation, but Eking throwing on a little bit too many smashes there, and it's gonna kind of cost him because the damage keeps on racking up.
Yeah, the roles here has been reversed. Instead of now him having a lot of advantage, now he has to approach. He's desperate now and throwing a lot of smash attacks, and this is where Cloud's disjoints are coming so strongly into play right now. Ooh, good read on the roll, and now this is a situation. Mario, even if he is at 112%, one grab can lead to immediate death if he's sent outside of the stage and then get edge guard.
Well, it depends, of course, on how much damage Cloud actually takes, because Limit also charges depending on the amount of the hits he's taken. But, as you were saying, if you can put Cloud off stage, you can use the Flood, potentially, to just get a quick kill on Cloud.
Oh, we have a Flood to just... Oh, the platform saves him! Ooh.
Okay, baiting out that Limit cross dodge, that's really good. That's one resource that Cloud doesn't have anymore. And now Mario can pretty much have a safer opportunity trying to get in.
That was a very intense moment for both players. He caught the overshoot from Cloud up B, and Eking wins 2-0 over Gotti God. Great set. That was Gotti God had adapted very well, but after taking very dominantly that first stock from Eking, but then Eking inched as well. There was a situation where Gotti God had tried to come back with the stage with a nair, and Eking just grabbed him for doing that nair. So he had to be way more careful with these falling aerials because that's what Eking was looking for.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, Eking will be moving on. And if you're just joining us, this is First Attack 2017 in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
And right now we are now down to top three.
Top three. So who do we have left?
And we have in winners finals we're top four. We're in top four, right? Because this was loser semis.
Loser semis,
right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm confused. It's top 3.
Okay, headshot,
Headshot and Gallo are in winners finals, and now
and then Eking and Zeon.
no, Eking's not waiting in losers finals.
Eking's yeah, because Zeon got knocked out by Eking.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's waiting on losers finals. Right.
And then, so we have now. I've rarely seen these two play actually. Like
Headshot and Gallo.
Gallo and Headshot. I've actually never seen them play that often, and I'm not very familiar with Falcon and Samus. Like as in them fighting each other, because like Captain Falcon can really put on a lot of pressure running back and forth, but Headshot can control a lot of space with the projectiles. So Gallo has to be on top of his game, blocking and dodging these projectiles.
Yeah, of course. And, also a matchup people might not have expected to see in winners finals if you follow Puerto Rican Smash, because you usually have Zeon and Eking, right?
Yes.
But it's going to be a Samus Captain Falcon match, as we were talking about earlier. And, Gallo is a very of course, uses Captain Falcon, which is a pressure-heavy character. But Gallo likes to stay in your face as well. Like, he's not going to give you an opportunity. If he sees a situation where he can get the stock, he'll extend it as far as possible. Headshot, on the other hand, tell me about Headshot, because he definitely loves using those projectiles to get kills.
So Headshot can definitely mix it up. He can be a very hot and cold player. He can totally start forcing you to approach by charging his charge shot, and then do the mix-up between the 50-50 about grabbing or just shooting the charge shots, or you can even go for a dash attack, the mix-up between grabbing and attacking. But he also likes to be very aggro when he starts feeling fear from the opponent. He starts throwing these dash attacks and doing the up air strings, and then after the up air string, he will either decide to kill you off the top or send you off stage.
Of course. And it seems like we're going to have a hand warmer here, so while that's going on, let's give a shout-out to our sponsors. So, first of all, we have Walmart, Twitch, GoPrint, Cobian Media, and Atlantic University College.
And also, we are being powered by Duracell. We definitely the battery that is powering the entire First Attack event. It will also have Crystal Clear Media, Point Guard, and the crazy art from Javier.
And of course, this is a Capcom Pro Tour event, brought to you, of course, by Esports Puerto Rico as well, and it's being streamed by Level Up Live. They've been with us for the whole tournament, and it's been amazing.
An amazing event so far. So many. Top 32 was amazing. Top 16 was amazing. I love the entire Smash 4 tournament in terms of results, the runs, because Gallo has come really far. Headshot has come really far, and I'm excited to see how this tournament, what's going to be this story's conclusion.
Yeah, of course, and I want to see how this matchup plays out. As you were saying, it's not something that we see every day in Puerto Rico, and Captain Falcon can struggle on recovery. That's one of the places where Headshot is really good at, right? He'll use his projectiles to try and get kills and set up some scenarios where you're forced to take pretty much 50-50s, right? Gallo, on the other hand, tell me what he can do here against Headshot. What are his strengths in the matchup?
So Captain Falcon, he can rack up percent really quick once he has you stuck right in the middle of his up air strings. But the real challenge for Gallo will come for when he has him in the ledge. Well, how strong is his ledge trap game? Because Samus is particularly strong coming back to the stage. She has a lot of options when she does come back to the stage. She has the rising up air, the rising forward air, and that's all a lot of these attacks that you have to respect. So we have to see if Gallo can definitely counter Headshot's options.
Yeah, of course, and we're going to be heading into Battlefield as the first stage. And as we were talking about, Samus can use those platforms really well to her advantage and get kills from the top, especially with that up air into a B combo she can do from the platforms.
So Gallo is being kind of conservative in terms of the ledge tracking. He decides to is trying to control center stage over putting a lot of pressure on the ledge, and that probably is for the better, because it's sometimes better not to contest Samus at the ledge, and Headshot is particularly good at mixing up and making people pay for trying to fight him at the ledge.
And of course, we see that jump canceled up B from Shield to try to get out of Captain Falcon's pressure, and it's been working out really well. And of course, it's one of Samus' best options out of Shield.
It's really difficult for when Gallo wants to put a lot of pressure, and it works similar to Bayonetta's Witch Switch. It's a get off me option. And no recovery, and a nair just to finish the stock. Very clean from Headshot. He knew that all he had to do was patient and time the nair rights, just take the stock. Ooh. I like how a lot of Captain Falcons have practiced this, that even if they get the reverse hit from the jab, they can immediately turn around and get the grab. It's very reminiscent of Fatality. He uses it a lot, and Mike Gallo is very, he uses the Fatality color. And I gotta say that I just can't wait to see if Mike Gallo can bring this back.
Pretty much having a little bit of difficulty here, of course, trying to get back on stage. And Gallo trying to keep that pressure. Oh, great.
Stylish dodge from Mike Gallo. But the thing is that spot dodge, even if he had dodged it, there's a lot of frames where you're stuck in that invulnerability at the state. So Mike Gallo didn't have a chance to get a good punish from that.
Yeah, of course. And a great grab. He hasn't really been using it a lot. Of course, it's a tether grab. If you use it incorrectly, you can be pretty heavily punished from that. And great tech on the up B.
Very good. Gallo decided to wait instead of moving forward to the stage, which, Headshot decided to drop down and contest this approach. And Gallo up B's, grabs him, and could approach safely to the ledge. Ooh, that back throw. Definitely going to kill. Captain Falcon has 2 kill throws. One when he's close to the ledge, we'll throw the back throw, the forward throw, and if Samus is probably at that 300%, he could try to kill her with an up throw. But the definitely best kill throws are the forward throw and the back throw.
And Gallo, pretty much. Ooh, okay.
What a contest.
So as you were talking about earlier, tethers, obviously, you don't have your tether grabs the ledge, right? But Samus on the bottom doesn't have invulnerability. So he went.
That was very precarious because we talked about how Battlefield has that space where the hitboxes can go right through, and he jabbed him in the instance that he was trying to go to the stage, and then he tried to hit him and spike him with that downer twice, and it was very close. Oh, only the first hit of the nair hit him. Oh,
that's it.
Wow. So that thing is that you can really try to DI really hard to either side. But he was so close to the center of that screw attack that he didn't know which way to the DI. So he probably was DIing towards the left, and that's why you saw him get knocked back vertically compared to when he would have been sent more diagonally if he had known where exactly he was, if he was on the left or the right side of that screw attack.
Yeah, and Headshot was actually looking for that earlier, especially at low percents. That move, the up B at low percents, can actually kill still from the top, especially that high on the platform. And Gallo was still trying to come up with Samus, which is what got him the game in this situation.
I also want to say that these two are part of the same crew. So we have a PC Winners Finals for in First Attack 2017. Another team kill. There's been so many instances of team kills in this entire top 8. Mike Gallo and Headshot taking a moment to breathe because those last 20 seconds were very intense, very, very chaotic for both the players. And Mike Gallo decides to take him back to Battlefield?
Yes, we're going back into Battlefield. What can Gallo here do a little bit different to try and get into headshots?
He's gonna try to contest more with falling up airs, and then if he misses the falling up air, he will try to make sure that he's safe with the jabs. He's gonna very close. But also another thing that he's going to be trying to do is catch Headshot overcommitting with an attack, and he's going to try to prolong his punish as much as possible.
So he's been keeping the pressure a little bit better this time, not letting Headshot get back on the stage. And, that roll is going to put him in a better situation.
Falling off air, he really missed the press to get the jump knee, but we see the intention. We see Gallo. He wants to take stocks real quick with these heavy attacks like the knee.
Okay, using that Sarah very well to try to keep Captain Falcon out.
Headshot, even though he has a disadvantage in percent, he understands that I need to make you feel that you can't come in me. And that down smash fully charged. Woo! It would have been crazy to see that get the kill. Oh.
A little bit too close, and Headshot throwing out a smash himself. Okay, here we see what Headshot is basically known for. Using those projectiles, trying to stuff out recovery attempts. Couldn't quite get that much from it here, but we'll be seeing him try to do it more and more as the set goes on.
And Ooh, very good. Like, that was the first time that Headshot had taken the air dodge option. And Gallo just waited and killed him with a back air. Oh, the tether.
That's a trump.
Oh. You know, tether is a really great option to quickly grab the ledge. And since Gallo was still holding the ledge, he lost the invincibility and had no way to come back. So that down air, great way to take that stock. And you see again, Headshot he's really close to losing the stock, but oh, there we go. And Gallo with the back air takes the stock.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, no,
that's it. No jump.
Oh, has to keep.
Can he keep it going though?
Oh,
okay.
a misinput.
Gallo's back. Still, very good percentage here that Headshot got on my Gallo.
Very close situation. Like, my Gallo, instead of trying to just hold center stage, he's trying to contest Headshot at the ledge, and Headshot's not afraid. He's putting a lot of moves out. There's a certain thing Headshot knows how to put pressure and make people really scared of Samus, because Samus hits so ridiculously hard.
That's
nice.
true, and you see how these down Bs are still working in his favor. Before, he tried to wait out the air dodge and get an air to try to get the kill. Gallo was able to pretty much avoid that, but the down B still catching him and giving Headshot the stage control and advantage.
Oh, wow, what a whiff punish. Gallo had missed that grab, and apparently Headshot knew that he was going to go for a grab, and since that force smash brings Samus Hertzbach way back, it was a great whiff punish.
Yeah, definitely. And both players, of course, we're going to see what stage they decide to go here for in Game 3. However, Gallo needs to think his strategy through. It hasn't been really working out well for him right now. Headshot has been able to pretty much punish every situation. Every situation that allows him to put Gallo away from the stage, right? He's going to secure the kill from that, or any ledge trump scenario as well.
Oh, so Gallo went to, they stage strike the battlefield. Mike Gallo went back to the battlefield, so he probably feels like, I need to keep Samus as close as possible. Headshot hasn't had many chances to use charge shot at all. So, but it's hard to decide, should I give him space or should I keep him close?
Yeah, because as we saw, Headshot also has the ability to keep pressure going with Samus.
Exactly.
On Gallo.
He's a really good, he knows how to box out. He knows how to, because Samus has a lot of good options. The up air, the nair, they're really good options, and it starts mixing up. Your opponent starts feeling like, oh, wait, the up air hit me. And, it changes up the timing, because even if the slight clipping from the falling up air hits you, it messes up completely your timing.
Yeah, and of course, the falling up air can lead into very interesting strings as well for Samus. But Gallo seems he's taking him to Final Destination. A very interesting stage choice, of course, because much more room to work with, but no platforms, and Samus can use her projectiles to her advantage in this situation.
Falling air just to stop any upper strings, and it's going to go back to if Gallo can continue the ledge trap really well. Oh, Headshot, instead of deciding to throw out his opponent outside, goes back and just throws a couple of missiles. Oh, usually the up air, when it's at really early percent, what? Is he going to come back? Oh no, he still had his jump. Very good. We see Gallo now being able to really put the pressure when Headshot's out of the stage, something that he wasn't able to do in these previous 2 games. Oh, that falling upper missed, but he still gets a grab. The recovery frames on that upper is very low, so he definitely has at least the jab or the grab to follow up that upper.
Yeah, and of course, pretty much both players kind of staying a little bit more patient, right? FD is a different stage than what we were before. So they're trying to see how they're reacting to each other's options in this situation.
They're missing these attacks. Like you saw Gallo, he tried to whiff punish that up tilt from Headshot, but they're being really close to timing. Like, it's very frame tight, and that's why we hear so many power shields, all these pings. Oh, nice attempt at the empty jump into a Raptor boost. Definitely, Raptor boost is a good kill move from Captain Falcon, and most people, when they see Captain Falcon not attack, they see, oh, now I can move forward. But Headshot being very patient and keeping his shield up.
And again, we see both of these players just back, trying to stay in center stage. And trying to not give each other. Oh, but
he was caught running.
Yep.
Like once a player, any character is starting to dash, he cannot hold shield until he starts running. Like there's an instance between dashing and running, and that's how he headshot caught Gallo running. They caught him before he could shield.
And of course, Gallo securing his headshot's first stock with the Raptor boost and bringing it back into an even game.
There's a lot of moves that's very hard to react. So headshot, it's not surprising that you just get caught unawares from that Raptor boost. Whoa. They're throwing a lot of attacks, and we see them clanging so much. And it all attributes that they both want to attack that same space. They want to control that. But headshot, he's been currently winning all these exchanges. Oh, and he intercepted a jump attempt by Gallo with that footstool.
With that footstool, of course. And Gallo seems like he's fishing for that falling up air. Falling up air, a move that can lead into a lot of damage and combos, of course. And especially the knee, which can get you very early kills, especially with rage.
Oh, Gallo's really is having a tough time because he doesn't want to overcommit with any of his. Oh, he let go of shield. But back to what I was saying, like he doesn't want to overcommit with any option like Raptor boost again because of how high he is. And wow, I never thought that would kill because it was still in the middle of the multi hit.
It was pretty much through the end of the up aerial.
Up aerial, and wow, that amazing knockback for that last hit.
Yeah, of course, and from that down air, he's able to secure the kill. So that means headshot is in grand finals on water side.
Grand finals, and now we're gonna have the losers finals. That is gonna be Eking versus Mike Gallo. So Mike Gallo, to reach this top 8, he had to send Zeon to losers. So it's now up to him to see if he can manage to stop now the other ET player, Eking. But Eking, it's a Mario player, and Mario and Captain Falcon can really slug it out.
Oh, definitely. But if he is able to take out Eking, that means he took out both the first and second best players in Puerto Rico, respectively.
Definitely.
So that definitely is going to bring up the discussion of, how much is Mike Gallo going to move up in the rankings for Puerto Rico?
Yeah, he's always been a very recognized player here. Yeah, he has had troubles traveling to some of the tournaments because he doesn't have any mode of transportation. That's why he doesn't go to as many tournaments. But all the community here recognizes him as a very strong player. And right now, this is the story. Can you take down the top 2 players currently in Puerto Rico?
Of course, Eking will be looking to get his revenge for his teammate, pretty much. He doesn't want to give Gallo that opportunity, and obviously he wants to take the whole tournament as well. So we'll be seeing a Mario versus Captain Falcon matchup, as you were talking about earlier. And, Mario, if he gets a grab, he's going to get a lot of damage on Captain Falcon. Being a fast faller like he is, Gallo's going to be trying to keep Mario in a particular range where he can still keep pressure going, but not give Mario anything to work with.
Yes. Also what's going to be tough is when, in terms of edge guarding, Mario has a lot of tools to keep Captain Falcon outside. Because, Captain Falcons, they try their best to mix it up in terms of when they have to use their double jump and their up B. But Mario, his backer is very strong. He'll send them straight back outside. And the nair, if you could just do falling nair and clip the second jump, it's going to be really difficult for Mike Gallo to come back if he's sent outside of the stage.
Yeah, of course, and Fireball can also be used as a tool to kind of stuff out those double jumps from Captain Falcon. So we're going to see it. Those HR situations can favor Mario in certain aspects. So we're going to see how Gallo is able to work around that.
Okay, are we gonna go straight into it? Oh yes, I like how a lot of players, when they start just instead of running, they start just walking because that is I would say the strongest neutral stance. Because from walk you can immediately react and do whatever option you have. Running, you have to, for do jabs or tilts, you have to come to a complete stop. So walking is a very strong tool that both players are using.
That being said, Mike Gallo trying to pretty much rack up the damage here quickly on Eking. You don't want to give him too much space because Eking is going to be looking, especially for those jumps, and get those up smashes really quickly and secure the stocks early.
Like even if Mario is a great grappler, he still has T-Rex hands. He has to get close to you. And Mike Gallo is doing a really great job of just keeping distance, using his speed to his advantage. But right now we're close to even percents. Eking has been doing really well to intercepting Gallo's movement. The places where he wants to go. Whoa! How did he call out that air dodge? Incredible. He's been calling air dodges the whole top 8.
So just keeping patient in those scenarios, right? Not overcommitting too much, trying to react instead of just throwing out hitboxes and see how it works.
And then Eking just immediately closes out the stock. Now we're back to both stock beats, no damage at all. Ooh. The flood, and Captain Falcon keeps trying to run through it. He's a little bit splashing his face, but he has the visor, so he is not going to get blinded by the water.
And of course, Flood can potentially put Captain Falcon in a bad situation too if he's out of the stage. Another tool that Mario can work with.
Oh, there we have the first grab. Oh, he just, instead of trying to go for the rest of the strings, he goes immediately for more, guaranteed damage with that L smash. Oh, he was turned around. He didn't get that grab. Oh, I don't know if he wanted that wall jump. That was very close. That Eking throwing that force smash, he's trying to get that 2-frame timing when Captain Falcon does the up B.
Great patience from Gallo there, staying on the platform, not trying to give Eking too much to work with there again.
So it's right now, even though Mike Gallo was doing really well this first stock, Eking has adapted to where he really wants to be, where he wants to run through, and he's intercepting every single time. Oh, nice fade back from Mike Gallo to dodge that forward smash. Oh, he tries to go for another air dodge read, but misspaces it, and then he gets clipped. Trying to do a falling up air with that up smash.
Yeah, again, as we were talking about, we've seen from Mike Gallo, he likes to go for a lot of the falling up airs because they can lead into so much. However, it's kind of a big commitment too, because if you hit your opponent's shield, you can be in a very bad spot. Especially from, you have so many great out of shield option with Mario, which is the up smash.
Like up smash can definitely be the scariest thing that Mario has. Second, maybe next to the grab, but at that situation, Gallo was trying to okay, man, I'm behind. I need to do something to bring it back. Even if he was coming back to the stage, he decided, man, I'm gonna go for this up air. Even if I hit it, I think I win, because Mario was at a nice percent. Of getting the up air into the knee, but. Oh, wait, I see Mike Gallo. He's considering options.
He's hovering. As you were talking about, he does have a Lucina, right?
I did mention that he has a Lucina, and he's considering, because Lucina, the sword characters have a favorable matchup against Mario.
It's a much better matchup for Lucina, of course. She can work around Mario's grab attempts with that sword. That it gives her so much range, and it can stuff Mario's approaches really well. But, of course, he's going to be staying with Captain Falcon and going back into Battlefield as well.
Yeah. It seems that Mike Gallo's favorite stage is Battlefield.
Okay, and here on Battlefield, of course, a stage where both characters can kind of get a lot, really. Those platforms give them pretty much up air, right? Up air can just do so much with those platforms here. Mario can potentially get kills from the top, while Captain Falcon can just rack up so much damage that you're potentially in a very bad kill scenario.
And another thing that Battlefield can definitely help for Mike Gallo is that once you're being hit the up air strings, you can get stuck on the platform and then get out of that situation. And one of the things that helped Headshot beat Eking is that Eking was being forced to decide between going below the platform or above it, and that can make it really tough for Mario to try to control the center stage. Jab lock! Oh, so cognizant, very aware.
So if you push an opponent, especially when they're on the shield, from a platform, they will fall into a helpless state onto the ground. And Eking quickly recognizing that, falling down, getting the jab lock to secure the kill. Again!
Another one! And he had rage, so
that's it!
That's a quick, easy game 2.
It's a very quick game 2. Eking recognizing the no techs from Gallo on that game and quickly taking advantage of it to secure the game.
That first stock, he jabbed him once to fall off the platform. He immediately, he knew that it was all about how since you're ready for it, you can immediately react to it. So after that, he just jabbed, got that easy forward smash, and then it's so crazy how he got these jab locks. You know, it's great to see somebody being so consistent with these jab locks.
Just have a lot of patience, recognizing when those situations can happen, and prioritizing from there.
Yes. My Gallo.
He did.
Every low.
He went for the
It's
Lucina.
Like, you know, it's hard. You know, it's hard after you got a beating like that. It's hard. Like, man, should I stay with Captain Falcon? And we're now going to see the matchup change a little bit, but has to be careful.
Definitely. And here, the sword's going to play a huge factor. If he's able to space really well, Mario's going to have a difficult time getting in. But a very interesting dynamic. See those extended dash dances? That's something that Captain Falcon also has. And he can use that to bait options from Mario and punish from there. Or simply just to establish space between each other.
Like, if I understand correctly, the timing between the trots are about dissimilar with Captain Falcon and Lucina. So he's not going to be like, I have to mix up the time, I have to change the time and get adjusted. And he's doing really well right now. Oh, nice drop zone, falling, waiting for the air dodge and getting that nice back air.
And see the difference here on this matchup, just right out of the bat. It was so difficult for Mario to get back down into the stage. And once that happened...
Oh, he got the jab lock. He had done the foot spill into cape. But, you know, he missed the timing to get a jab lock.
And that's a stock.
Wow.
You know, Eking bringing it back close. I mean, it's not going to give Gallo that much space to work with.
Gallo is doing really good considering that he still lost that stock relatively early as well. The jab... Lucina's jab is leading him to get a lot of percents. Oh, a counter. This is why I picked Lucina. The up tilts are over.
And that's not the only option. Up B is also a very good option to use in that situation. Of course, if Eking is recognizing that that might happen, he can just stop the combo just in that situation and force Gallo to take an option and punish from there.
Yeah, I'm really liking like Gallo's movement with Lucina. He's picking some relatively good options. Oh, but Eking putting a really good pressure with his upper into the up B. Oh, had he DI'd it a little bit different, it would have been very critical for him. Oh!
Great up smash from the ledge. Quickly getting that reaction and getting the game. However, great showing from Gallo. A great third placing from him as well. I think that's been the highest he's gotten in first attack.
Yes.
So great stuff to him. Lucina working much better too as well.
Yes.
That game, the switch kind of worked for him. Maybe if he had switched a little bit earlier, we might have seen a very different set. However, Eking is going to take the set, all that information, and move into grand finals for the revenge against Headshot. The possible revenge against Headshot.
So, and if you know, another thing, you guys, if you want to save 10% off of these great first attack controllers, the PlayStation 4, the stick, make sure when you go to controllercreas.com, use the promo code first attack to get 10% off these controllers. There's only limited edition, so make sure you guys, they're really great looking, an upgrade from last year, very urban looking, and I love that it has the Taino symbol of the Koki on the controllers. I love particularly that. And, you know, I wanted to say that since Headshot was the one that set Eking to losers, how do you think Eking is going to, you know, adapt to the situation?
But we'll see, because as you were saying, he started using more of those power shields. He was using a lot of cape. Oh, but before that, we do have SCR 2017. It's going to be in Anaheim Convention Center from September 22nd to 24th, 2017. If you want more information, of course, you can go to smash.gg/SCR or www.socalregionals.com.
Yeah, and then also Banco Popular is definitely sponsoring First Attack, as they pretty much sponsor every single First Attack. And, you know, great sponsors they have. Also, we're sponsored by Duracell. We're being powered by Duracell, sponsored by Walmart. And if you guys didn't know, we are part of this, the Curly Circuit. We're part of the Capcom Pro Tour. And, you know, First Attack is definitely a tournament that is part of a lot of leagues. So you also, guys, if you didn't come to this year, make sure you come to the next one. Oh, by the way, there's another thing that one of the things I love about First Attack is that we were sponsored by Señor Paleta, and those popsicles are one of the best popsicles in the game, in the market. the strawberry cheesecake, the pineapple one, and the lemon, all were amazing.
Yeah, of course. And as getting back into the matches, we see, of course, Headshot and Eking. We were talking about how Eking struggled a little bit with getting into Samus's range, right, into her zone. Headshot was very good at mixing up when he's using projectiles and tilts. So Eking tried to, at first, try to use his cape, right? But it wasn't really working out that well. Like, Headshot was mixing up that timing really well.
Like the timings are so crucial in these matchups. So.
When he started implementing power shielding in a much better way than he was doing before, he started getting the games much closer than before. However, it didn't work out that well for him in that situation, but he's going to take that information, try to pretty much use both in conjunction to try to get the advantage.
So we're right now immediately starting the first game of Grand Finals of Smash 4 at First Attack 2017. We see that the stage strike was immediately to Battlefield, so we're seeing that Eking wants to stay close. This is very important that Mario stays close to Samus, and he's not going to let Headshot get any space whatsoever.
Of course, that's what he wants to be looking forward to as Mario. But again, Zero, another option that can be used to keep Mario out of your zone.
Sometimes we see Eking rolling twice to get away from a lot of pressure. Double roll is actually a really good option, but Eking is sometimes very afraid because if you dash attack and Headshot's waiting for that, you're going to get intercepted by a dash attack, and those dash attacks are deadly.
Again, pretty much a very neutral game right now, but Headshot having control of the pacing in this first stock.
It's indeed very close. These guys are trying to box. Oh, whoa! 2 spot dodges, and Headshot just decides to shoot it. Doesn't matter if he misses it or not, because there's a lot of shield stunning regardless. But that forward smash, nice forward smash by Headshot, and we're gonna see Eking behind again, similar to the situations he had in winter semis.
Of course, those try to pretty much setups that he can use from the projectiles on the ledge to force Eking to take options that work out against him to seal the stock.
Now, we're going to see Headshot's playstyle change to, I can just keep drifting backwards, throwing these attacks, and you're going to fall into them. He can easily wall out Eking. Oh, right. What? That there was indeed kind of weird, but even then, Headshot playing... Eking didn't really know what to do in that situation. He probably expected Headshot to land exactly on top of him, but Headshot still keeping this stock.
Of course, Eking trying to get that stock as quickly as possible because the damage is still racking up here. And Headshot basically just being able to just move around Eking really well. And
Headshot living to his name. The namesake, Headshot. He read a jump air dodge. Wow. Just wow.
Go through that in this situation.
It's just
how did he set up? How did he set that up?
He sent Eking outside, and most of the time when Headshot would go down to drop zone, their opponents, he would just go for a fair or a nair. He instead stayed very close, even still putting that edge guard pressure. And most of the time still to come back to the stage, Eking did the jump air dodge, and Headshot was reacted to it and shot it. So great reaction by Headshot. Well, there's a different situation now. We see now Eking has the percent lead. Battlefield didn't work, was working really well for Headshot in the way they wanted to box. But Eking, now it's flat. He doesn't have to worry about the platforms helping Headshot. So now he's having a better time keeping close to Headshot.
And definitely, Smashville, a very interesting stage as well. The platform's going to be moving back and forward. And that's going to set up very different styles of play, right? When the platform's out, Samus can pretty much use her projectiles.
Ooh. We see Eking trying to put as much attacks in front of Headshot's face, but Headshot still keeps it cool. He's very a lot of things he says when he plays is that he tries not to mess up anything. That's his mantra. Don't mess up. And even if he's getting hit, he's gonna still keep a cool head. Oh, what was that trade? And Eking, he reacted really late to that situation. And, that air dodge was, like, I got hit. I got to press the trigger. And he air dodged and fell to his death.
Definitely. Now, already 50% here on Eking. And what happened in the first set, Eking, in this situation, he started using cape a lot. That hard read on the roll from the get-up, trying to get it with the charge shot. But yeah, that's going to be something that might come. Oh, okay, but the up B almost takes the stock.
At first, Eking was winning this game. He was in advantage, and it totally changed from that situation where he missed the tech, and now he's at almost 80%. Headshot's going to really try to drag this out. He's going to play jumping back, drift back, and he's going to try to get Eking to overcommit at one moment and take the stock. Oh!
The up B basically clanking with Mario's up smash.
It's very, very intense. Like, and the thing is, I'm seeing that headshot. He's dashing, he's shielding a lot, but it's still. I thought that back throw was definitely gonna do it, but the up air is gonna make sure he cleans that stock.
He's gonna seal it, and of course, headshot with a little bit of an advantage here going in game 2. But
no, no jump, no jump. Oh, wait, my bad. I thought he had no jump.
Yeah, he saved it. He conserved it.
Oh, so very great jump management from Eking. Oh, the up B again clanging.
Yeah, he doesn't. Headshot basically doesn't want to give the opportunity for Mario.
The jab block. Woo! Samus is really heavy, so I think had he had put maybe, if he could put more damage, that force smash could have definitely taken that stock.
Okay, headshot back to neutral. Headshot trying to keep Mario out. See what he can do. The forward air, is that going to be enough from platform? Yes.
Wow.
So that's a 2-0 for Headshot.
So there was a problem that immediately as soon as Headshot got the fully charged attack, his buster, his charge shot, Eking could no longer shoot any fireballs. Because the amount of because it's fully charged, it will eat through a lot of projectiles that have weaker damage. Or I'm not sure if it's transcendent when it's fully charged. It'll just go right through projectiles. So Eking had to immediately stop his projectile zoning, and that's what led to Headshot getting aggressive and killing with that forward air.
So we're going back into Smashville on game 3. Let's see what Eking can switch up. What do you think he can do in this situation?
Maybe he has to start using some different aerials with falling. Falling up air doesn't have a lot of recovery, so he can start mixing up with that. Or falling, the dare, trying to mix it up. But just mostly he has to get these grabs and send Headshot out of the stage.
So it's been very difficult. That up B usage also, he's been using it proactively when we saw in the last game that it also clanked with other moves. He's not giving Eking the opportunity to get a grab.
Oh, the down smash. He probably would have sent a lot farther had not the bomb been there. But even then, percent is percent. So Headshot is going to just keep going with what he's doing. Eking is having so much trouble to just get anything going. He wants to get a grab. He wants to just get anything going, but Headshot did really well putting his attacks in.
Good pivot grab, but Headshot getting out of it quickly and just trying to get back on stage and reversing the situation here.
Oh, very good. Like a lot of people would just land on the Smashville platform. He just immediately went for the ledge, and now Eking is still living, and he has a moment shifting momentum right now. Oh, the fireball into a grab. And he's keeping Headshot in the air, but a forward air to get you off from. Very good from Headshot.
Headshot has been doing really well on both winners finals of this set. On keeping Eking out pretty much. Like he's managing his space so well that Eking really can't react right now.
He had anticipated where he was going to try to go land, and the Nair had stopped. Did you see those power shields though? Nice, very great power shielding. It's similar to a parry, and he just immediately from 1 to 2 parries into the charge shot. Great power shielding from Headshot right now. Oh, he's so weird the way he mixes up. Oh no!
Great punish there from Eking. Good power shield. That's what we were talking about. What we need to see him do a lot against this character.
Oh no! Eking, he had then the down smash. He was really nervous, and then he had headshot in a situation where it was favorable for him. But Eking, he couldn't react to that charge shot. It was too close for him to react.
Definitely, and now headshot pretty much at match point.
Yeah, this is the stock that Eking, he loses his headshot wins first attack. And, he looks as comfortable as he has in the previous 2 games in this grand finals. Oh, another thing, headshot loves to shark. He loves to go for these air dodge. So that's why you see Eking. He'd rather jump really high, try to go high to prevent any down air shenanigans from headshot.
That's true, but headshot, he's glad to just play on the ledge. He doesn't need to come into Eking. It's last game. He has the advantage. No need to put him in a prick.
Oh, no, not again. This happened in winter semis. He pummeled too much. Ooh, not the best spot for the backer, but this is looking like Headshot's game, Headshot's tournament. Eking trying to clutch it out. He decides to pummel only once and through the back throw. He learned his lesson from winter semis.
Lesson. Yeah, and it almost happened again.
Oh,
the
no!
Backer.
Not situation. Whoa, the fireball stopped the forward air. And another backer.
And that's it.
That's it. Headshot wins. First attack, 2017 Smash 4. Wow. In a 3-0 fashion, usually I've seen these guys go back to forth. Going to game 5 in Headshot. He has studied. He has adapted to all these previous sets that he lost to Eking. And now winning in the biggest stage in Puerto Rico.
Definitely. So, congrats to him. That was an amazing set.